Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
I'm Caitie.
War never changes.
It's true.
It really doesn't.
It's very, very accurate.
And I'm Cameron.
And that's Nana.
Our mascot.
She's the best.
She's chewing on something. That's okay. Why don't you take over, Cameron?
You should really talk at us, and we'll probably talk back maybe a little bit. Use the hashtag Geeks Corner on the Twitters, and we'll be able to see the things that you are yelling with type.
So you don't want to talk with us, just at us?
At us, please.
Oh, just at us.
Down
okay,
to
great.
us, if at all possible.
Send us memes. Send us thoughts.
Send us memes.
Deep thoughts would be fun. I actually think some deep thoughts tonight would be a lot of fun.
Or some deep beats.
Deep beats, deep thoughts, deep... I don't know.
Whatever you got.
Whatever you got. Maybe
it
we'll read it on the show, and that would be okay. Today has been a fun day if you were at Disneyland because, well, let's just show the picture. And Cameron, you can talk about this because I think you probably geeked out the most.
Yeah. On the right, I think, if you're looking at the screen, right, is the actor who portrayed Yondu. And on the left is also the actor who portrayed Yondu.
Believe it or not.
Yes.
So that's like one of those time things that aren't supposed to happen, right?
Well, we're already established that Mary Poppins is in fact a Time Lord.
Yeah,
like,
but they're not supposed to like.
It can happen on the 50th anniversary. So
so it's the 50th. No, that was a couple years ago.
For Mary Poppins.
Yeah, wasn't it, Roger? Yeah. It was last year.
Well, they are time travelers.
2 years ago.
I mean, what's
last
50?
year?
You know.
It's true. What is time?
So, are we now in a completely different dimension since Mary Poppins and Mary Poppins, y'all?
Is that the moniker so we can tell the difference?
Mary Poppins dash y'all.
Yeah.
It's like a hyphenated
Since they were in the same place at the same time, did that completely like put us in a mirror universe?
No, Disneyland's just a black hole now.
Kind of like Mirror Mirror. Star Trek reference that Caitie now gets.
Trek.
So proud of you.
Yes.
I have a goatee now.
Oh no, you're the evil one.
Yeah.
What happens if you already had a goatee and you're in the
You have facial hair, but none right here.
So we're okay.
I have thought about this before.
It's a negative space goatee.
I'm sorry, I got really excited because this exact question has come up in the past.
Other exciting thing today is it is Mikey's birthday. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Mikey! Just because it's your birthday, we're going to do something we've never done on the show before for this particular reason. But Cameron is going to sing to you an impromptu birthday message song.
Oh man.
Take it away, Cameron. And we did not warn him at all.
No.
I just have been thinking about what can we do that would be the best present for Mikey for his birthday, and this is what I came up with. Happy birthday.
Hey Mikey, it's your birthday really soon. We're gonna have some fun when you come over this way soon. I know I rhymed soon with soon, but that's okay because we're gonna see you soon. That's 3 times, hooray!
Happy birthday, Mikey. We hope you've had a fantastic day, and we're looking forward to seeing you real soon. I almost felt like I couldn't say it now because it's like you already said it 3 times. And yeah. So we had a lot of news this week. I think we should just hop right into it.
News!
First off is they announced that Fantasmic is returning this summer.
So what we already knew.
No.
Yes. It's returning this summer, and the part we didn't know is that Aladdin will be flying into the middle of Fantasmic during the show. It will be a new show that's the same but different.
I thought you were going to say Aladdin is flying into the Middle East, and I was like, yes.
No, middle of the
So they kicked him out of the Hyperion, and they said, hey, you know what?
Yes.
Go live in rivers of America.
Yes. He's going to fly to America and do things. I don't know.
From California to America.
But A Whole New World will be a segment apparently during Fantasmic when it returns sometime this summer. Who wants to go lead off? You want to lead off.
Sure.
You're
I'm
smiling.
Excited. I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Good.
It's an elf reference?
Yes.
Yes!
I feel like
Tonight, your job as viewers is to count how many different movie or television references we made
Strap in, folks!
during one show.
It's going to be a bumpy
do video
ride.
games count too?
I said movies or TV shows.
Okay.
But if the video game was made into a movie, that counts.
Dang it.
Yes. Or
Super
TV
Mario
show,
Brothers,
because
then.
Super Mario Brothers
Yeah.
was all the above.
I like how you and I were both right there. Super Mario Brothers then, yeah.
That was not a good show.
No.
Anyway, talk about Fantasmic.
I'm excited. I think Fantasmic is such a great time. I was gonna say so much fun, and then I started saying such, and I almost said
such
much fun.
Such much
fun.
Prithee, forsooth. On.
But I think that that area of the park has been severely lacking in, like, it's not like Haunted Mansion, New Orleans Square. That's all very fun, but I feel like at night, Fantasmic just needs to be there. It's been there for 25 years now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or 64.
2 days ago? 3 days ago. 3 days ago.
Yeah, it just had its anniversary. 25 years, and it just, that part of the park just feels so empty at night. And I'm very much excited to see Mickey and his imagination come back.
I'm very excited about some of the technical improvements they've announced, specifically the advanced water scrim things that they're doing.
It's all the geek stuff.
Yeah, I mean, well, they've had water scrims for
You're
a
like,
while now.
I don't care about Disney characters. I just want to see HD
technology.
projections.
Well, the thing is, they're gonna like have this cool, like more misty, flatter thing that they can project on better with
Does
the
that
water.
mean you get wetter when you're watching the show?
It's probably much more fine.
I'm okay
mist.
with that, by the
Yes.
way.
I'm
Let's
okay
take a
with that.
second and do something incredibly important.
Yes.
And we have a meme,
I love memes!
a Fantasmic meme that says when you miss Fantasmic and you have to recreate it yourself. So, funny part about that, not entirely accurate. We were at that Fantasmic,
They just didn't have the dragon.
but the dragon missed Fantasmic, so we had to recreate it for ourselves.
I swear I saw a dragon.
Well done. Well done.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah. That was one of the most fun videos we've ever made, I think, was giving the people what they wanted, but not exactly.
It's still one of the most talked about.
That was, we were talking a month or two ago, and I said, there just needs to be like a DAPs Magic Hall of Fame for videos. And that was the one video for
I'd
sure.
be curious what other videos would make it up there.
If you ever want to tweet me a video, or us a video.
You blocking
The lightning?
Lightning, I think, is up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be a fun blog. Is like the top 5. In fact, we should let people sponsor it. Tweet at us what you think are the best Wall of Fame for videos. Sure, why not? We'll make a wall of them, a digital wall. So we got Aladdin flying into it. We just celebrated the 25th anniversary of Fantasmic. Do you think it's okay to change a masterpiece like Fantasmic, the original Fantasmic?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have no problem with anything that will happen when it comes?
I'm curious to see what's going away.
Yeah, I'm too.
But no, because...
I mean, part of me thinks there's some real opportunities for growth here, just when you think of the area in the middle that was pretty much all projection.
Yeah.
Because things have not worked for years or whatever, and... You know, Ursula was awesome when Ursula was there, but when she's just a projection, it's kind of like, okay, well, I can put my camera down for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I say look at World of Color. I don't think that the first World of Color show was the best one they had. By changing it, they improved on it. So why not do the same?
So here's the next question. Do you think it will be the same length?
Yes. Roughly.
Yeah, because that's good for getting people in and out at that time.
I think it's a great length. I think when
Yeah.
it gets longer, it's you lose some of the forced creativity.
Yeah.
Constraints, I think, lead to stronger creativity. And I hope they keep it, what is it, 23 minutes?
It's 22 minutes, which is actually your attention span.
Perfect.
Hence why most TV shows are 22
22
minutes.
minutes.
22
With
minutes,
commercial
which is my attention span, apparently. That's great. I thought it was an hour, but, you know.
So 8 minutes of our show every week is just lost on you.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe we should change it to a 22-minute show. Maybe
really
we
can't,
just
though. We
discovered.
barely make it in at 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we could do it.
Except for some weeks. You may notice I'm wearing very strange things on those weeks.
Tell them that.
They already know. Bailey says, episode 11 of Geeks Corner, and then the episode where the actual magic happens. Also the Emil video. Oh, totally the Emil
Yes,
video.
the Emil video. I know what you're talking
Emil
about.
face planting into an ODD card, getting up, shaking it off, and continuing on
Emil
for
is a
Disneyland's
champion.
anniversary. It was amazing. That one, definitely. I don't know what episode 11 is. And the actual magic, I don't remember which one that was either. You're our historian, Bailey, so
Can
we'll let you
I
know.
throw a vote in?
Do
Please.
The Mickey and the Magical Map.
Oh, where we actually had Mickey help us host the magical
Yeah.
map.
Yeah.
Did you not see this,
I didn't-
Cameron?
I don't
was
think I saw
before-
that.
Mickey Mouse.
It was before Magical Map opened to the public.
We had exclusive.
Exclusive. They had Mickey Mouse himself take them around the map. It was very impressive. Yeah.
I'm excited to see.
Oh,
you need to look this up. It's gonna go down in the history books because that one's out there and it's never going away. That's yeah. That was a thing. Any other things you'd like to see added into Fantasmic besides Aladdin?
I think it's a good choice to choose some, because I feel like, let me form my thought. Fantasmic is a good place for some of these more nostalgic-y things. I don't think newer properties have a very good place in it. So if they're going to add things, I'd say more things from that generation of films, if they're going to. But like not...
In particular...
Oh, goodness. I could see them adding in a really, really, really cool, like, Lion King segment or something.
The only reason I wouldn't do that is because of World of Color.
Well, they're going to change that.
Yeah, I know, but I just think you shouldn't have too much crossover at the same time.
True. What other films would be good from that era?
Beauty and the Beast? Our producer in the back just looked up the Mickey Mouse Magical Map video. It is amazing. We will show you right after, Cameron. All right. Yeah, let's move on, huh?
That's a good plan.
Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout is just a few weeks away. It's continuing to get closer and more... I guess they keep unveiling more of it, I guess is a good way of putting it. So, walls came down a week and a half ago.
It was a week ago today.
Week ago today. And now we're seeing what it's going to look like at night, it appears. And so it's got this green, red, orange, gold thing going on with light, and there's a flashing white light on top. We took a video of it on Sunday night, put that up on the website, took a ton of pictures so you can see what it looks like. You can also kind of hear music. We know there's 6 songs that give you 6 different unique experiences when you go on this attraction. What do you think, first off, of the night view of Mission Breakout?
I think it's cool. I did not know what to expect at all. I had heard people's accounts of what it looked like at night. They're like, oh, it looks like electricity is running through it. And I'm like, how does that even make sense? Because it doesn't look like you can do that during the day. And I saw it at night and I was like, she's beautiful. Except from behind Carthay. Don't talk about that. Just don't. Pretend that doesn't exist. There's just really weird when you're leaving Condor Flats. That's not what it's called anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's there. But other than that, she's beautiful, and I love her, and she deserves all the love and attention.
So Mission Breakout is now a girl?
Of course she is.
Okay, got it. Cameron.
That was a lot to catch up on. Wow. I like that it's got some nighttime effects. I think the building needed something more, and that's a good thing to do.
I think it looks amazing at night.
It's certainly better in the day, and I've only seen it secondhand. I watched the videos. The blinky light is the only thing that I was a little bit confused about.
So what is it?
I mean, a signal, I would assume.
Like, you think it's a signal?
Yeah, I think that's it'll probably incorporate into the story if I were to guess that they have to get something signally out of the building, would be my guess. But,
did you say guess again? That was interesting.
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
Soon.
Soon.
And very soon. What are your expectations for the attraction now?
I expect to ride it 5 times and all 5 times get the exact same song and get more and more frustrated.
So like me on Star Tours, the adventure continues.
You always get the same ride? What's your ride?
I always get Tatooine. Or is it not Tatooine? What's the other? Yeah, Tatooine.
I always get the pod racing one.
Yeah, Tatooine.
I always get Hoth.
I like Hoth. Hoth is my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Anyway. Expectations for Mission Breakout.
I'm excited.
Good.
I second excited.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
You think it's going to be a great attraction? Huh?
I think it's going to be great.
Okay. I actually have been impressed by things I've posted about it on social media. The reactions to it have been very positive, and I like to see that. So that will be very fun. We got a few more nominations for Wall of Fame for the video. Bailey clarified that she said Snap Magic, where that appeared first time.
Yes.
For the Magic one, and episode 11 was the Popsicle Puppet episode, which was very fun.
Yeah.
Maybe filmed in a kitchen. Just saying.
Maybe.
We can either confirm or deny.
Only place we could find light, back in the day, because we didn't have anything. So those are 2 of those, and all she asks is that Murphy comes back for Fantasmic. I'm pretty sure that will happen. Jason says the entire 36 hours live stream where DAPs suffered in the studio.
Oh, is this the one where you streamed from the studio?
Well, the idea was we'd stream from the studio and then throw it into the park for hours at a time, and Johnny would be streaming live from the parks. But video didn't work in the parks, so I sat in front of a desk for 36 hours.
But didn't we get great numbers on that?
Oh, yeah.
So what?
We literally had thousands of people watching me at a desk, looking at Twitter, and at the Disney parks live stream without sound.
I think we should do that again.
My favorite,
Not for
my
24
favorite
hour,
moment of it, though, was the lightsaber duel in Town Square at like 3 in the morning. It was amazing. Courtesy of the Disney Parks blog, which was live streaming a security cam footage of. It was great. I watched what was
It was Cars Land. There was Rivers
Sensational. They did in the middle of the night, right?
Rivers of America.
Yeah.
You could see, and Town Square.
Yeah.
Town Square Main Street.
And they also had World of Color.
Yes.
And so I narrated all of those because you couldn't see or you couldn't hear Fantasmic, which that's an interesting show without sound. Same with World of Color, and same with
Actually, no, that's what I want to see. There's this new thing going around the internet where they take scenes and they just basically cut out the sound from them. They did a great one with the end of episode 4 recently. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I want to see that for some Disney shows with just shuffling sounds. Oh, that would be very funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that
interested.
makes me happy.
Yes. Talk about your ears.
My ears. So I have these ears and I use them to hear. They work
The
really
other
well.
ears.
Oh, ears. So I and my best friend Veronica, because she's the craftier of the two, we made Guardians of the Galaxy ears, and I wrote an article about it on DAPs Magic.
Before you talk about that, what else did Veronica do?
Oh, my sweet, sweet angel. She wrote an article about Bengal barbecue, and it's fantastic, and I'm so proud of her.
But don't read it if you're hungry.
Ooh,
I've never had
that's a
Bengal
good
barbecue.
plug. I like that. That sounded good.
I did, and I regretted it.
No, so did I.
Anyway, talk about yours now. And go to dapsmagic.com and look up Bengal barbecue to read your article.
Please do. Because she's the best, and she's going to write more all about food, so if you're hungry.
Hopefully on a weekly basis.
Yeah. So we made, we had this idea because Mission Breakout's opening of if we Disney bounded.
Wait, which one is this?
Who?
Mission Breakout.
Mission Breakout?
No, go on. I'm just being a punk.
Of course you are.
That was the new Disney acne medication.
Got it. Mickey.
Yes!
Mickey's on the front, right?
Oh, I'm kind of proud of that one.
All right, so you made yours.
So we planned on doing Disney bounds, and then it was like, well, what could we do? And we planned on making these. We're like, it can't be that hard, right? And plot twist, it wasn't. I mean, mine were difficult, and hers took about an hour, and then she spent the last 30 minutes trying to help me along because these were a pain. But I constructed a rocket Disney bound, which is not the one that we will be doing in the parks in 2 or so weeks. But to showcase the fact that I love Rocket Raccoon more than anything. But hers are adorable, and every time we post them on Instagram, everybody's like, the Groot ears! I'm like, and the Rocket ones too! Yeah! But I'm very, very proud of what
So
we
you're
did.
saying you want a triangle face?
I'm a trash panda, thank you very much. Is that better?
It's so not.
Oh,
It's so much worse.
so much worse. So you guys have already the post up on how these are made.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have a post up on how to bound as the
Yeah.
characters, and you're going to have pictures, and it'll be great, and it'll be really fun.
I'm very, very, very excited.
They're great articles.
Yeah.
One of them's not a great article yet because it hasn't been written, but it
Oh,
will
I
be.
thought you were saying mine and Veronica's articles are great. I
Well,
thought
those
you
are
were
great,
saying,
too.
One of
One
them
of
is
them's
not
not. I was like, whoa!
We'll let you figure out
you
which one.
choose. Another nomination for the Wall of Fame for DAPs videos, the Solo Cup episode of Geeks Corner.
A true classic. It gets referenced
I
so
was not
much.
there for that one either.
You missed out
I'm
on
not
some of
doing.
these
I'm not
great-
doing well on the greatest episodes.
That was an interesting night. That was
the hint.
take the hint. Okay. Cars 3 preview is now at Disney California Adventure. It came last Thursday night for APs, Fridays for everybody else. And we've all had the opportunity to go in and see it. And Cameron saw it most recently, so why don't you lead off?
Why do they got to make things run in the seats every single time?
That was what
That
I was
is my
gonna say.
only
Why?
criticism.
It's about cars. That's not what cars do.
It's so unnecessary. That was my big hold up about seeing it in that theater. I was like, they're gonna make things hit me in the back and run across the seat.
They always do.
And it wasn't even necessary to the film.
I like the message so far of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like overall, the line that got me in it, I'm terribly misquoting, is you can't be faster than him, but you can be smarter than him.
Yeah,
I really like that. I really like that.
That was good.
So in general, I like the tone of this. I also really like the humor they presented so far.
Right? I was legitimately laughing in this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were a couple of really, really, really standout moments to it, but I didn't feel like I had seen the entire film at the end of it, which is the highest compliment I can give to a preview.
Mm-hmm. Good. What do you think?
I love the Cars
franchise
trilogy, what have you.
Dealership.
I do love car dealerships. But I thought this was so well done. And
you haven't even seen the movie yet.
Yeah, and I haven't even seen the movie yet. But the preview, like you said, it gives you a lot, but does not give you too much, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Do you think part of that is the way that they set up the preview, where it's not just a solid scene, it's like they really cherry-picked from the movie?
It's like an extended trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I think. But yeah, there's there's going to be parts that are difficult to watch. Like,
that's for sure.
Heart-wrenching wise, because it's very emotional. It's tied to lightning. But...
Tied to Lightning is a great title for something.
New band name, I call it.
Yeah. Do you wonder, though, if they keep hyping up this one that you're referencing the most, because there's an even worse one that we're not going to see coming?
Oh, no.
Probably.
I think 2/3 of the way, 3/4 of the way, the show is where the real heart-wrenching moment happens.
Oh, no.
Come on, Pixar, bring it home.
My tip for seeing previews, though, in the Bugs... What is that? The Bugs Life Theater? What is that? Is that right?
Yeah, Bugs Life Theater.
Bugs Life Theater is if you sit on the front of the seat...
I always do.
And lean forward, it cannot poke you.
That's what I did.
If I can extend that pro tip,
yes.
There's 2 points on the left and right side because they're benches, but then it curves on 2 sides. If you sit right on the curve towards the front, not only will you not have the weird butt squiggles, but you'll also not get stuff in the face from the seat in front of you because they can't put thingies right there.
Yeah, I don't care about that as much.
I
but
do.
Yeah, that's not as bad. So predictions for this movie. I think you both are right. This is going to be a really charming, fun, great movie.
2 thumbs up.
I think 2 thumbs up.
I'm holding coffee, but
I don't know for sure, but I kind of wonder if this is going to be Toy Story 3 for Cars.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like, I think... I don't know if I should take it that far for the prediction, but I do have to wonder if we're looking at that kind of an emotional roller coaster.
Except they do end up going into the fire.
Why would you do that? I think this is a good point to reference that you did get a nomination for the top 5 wall, and that's the night that Mr. Cam Jackson wore the Technicolor Dream Pants. You're welcome.
Yeah!
Miss Bailey C.
Pants did it!
Speaking of Miss Bailey C, she has another meme for us.
Meme!
Cameron, I see you found your churros. Yes, they covered in a special type of sugar crystals.
Kai bar sugar crystals, to be specific.
That's exactly right. So you did a article last week that we didn't get to, talking about the underappreciated songs that Disney has written through the years. Where did you come up with this idea? And give us some highlights, and then we will critique.
And then we'll tell you your
critique. We'll tell you how you did badly. Let's start there.
Well, I helped with it, so I can't critique too much.
Everybody helped with it.
It was fun.
As with most listicle articles that I write, this came from, you know what I like that nobody else does. And most of those conversations end with people going, no, actually, I really like these things too. And all people like them, and people should talk about this more. Yep, that's a cohesive sentence that describes things.
It's okay.
So I put together a list of my top 10 favorite underappreciated songs. Spoiler alert, there are 2 Hunchback songs on there because I really like Hunchback.
Well, and it's an underappreciated movie.
In general, except for the third
that's
act.
another article. But
yeah, that's a whole other thing. But
so I'm going to just throw out what you have so far. So you have Out There from Hunchback, the Frozen song that opens Frozen.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I Want Sam in Love from Hercules. Walrus and the Carpenter, which I'm really happy you went with that. When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2. It's Not Easy from Pete's Dragon. Savages, Part 2 from Pocahontas.
Very specific.
God Bless the Outcasts, also from Hunchback. That's How You Know from Enchanted.
Wow.
Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins. And we have a playlist for Spotify at the bottom of your article.
And I realize there are many more than 10, so if you can think of other ones, please let us know. But there are a few more on that playlist.
So I think we should hone in on Feed the Birds, just since we were talking about this earlier tonight.
Because it was your idea, too.
And it was my idea. Is this, or is it not, an underappreciated Disney song? And this doesn't necessarily mean just for Disney fans, because I think that's a completely different, that's a different topic, because by our nature, we tend to go for the things that aren't as universal.
But we're Disney hipsters.
Sure.
Hipsters.
Better than being... Never mind. So, Feed the Birds worldwide. Not just the Disney community, but
sounds like
everybody.
a Pitbull song.
Mr. Worldwide!
Worldwide! London!
Is it really an underappreciated song?
Yeah.
And why or why not?
Do tell.
It totally is.
I'm listening.
I feel like if you were discussing it in a general room of people that aren't necessarily Disney fans, they'd be like, yeah, okay. They wouldn't necessarily understand what is special about Feed the Birds. They wouldn't understand the whole Sherman Brothers Walt Disney relationship.
Do you think they'd know the song?
They would know the da da da.
Yeah,
da,
they-
da, da, da. That's all they know.
Because I've been amazed at how many young kids don't know Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Well, they
I
will
mean,
now.
They will now.
Yeah.
All these kids, Mommy, who's Mary Poppins?
Remember the blue guy?
Yeah. Is he cool?
Yeah.
But I feel like it just doesn't. And I feel like that with a lot of Disney songs, besides like Frozen, the general public knows a lot of that. But I feel like it wouldn't get necessarily a lot of reaction out of room of Disney fans. Totally. Room of normal people who I don't know what they do with their lives.
Yeah. Weirdos.
Weirdos. Not necessarily.
Okay, so that one we actually think was completely safe. Because that was kind of the iffy one as we were talking about it, as you were pointing to it. I'm like, I think this is a...
I think on the list it is probably the most generally known song. I mean, not generationally. I mean, obviously, the older crowd will know it a little bit more, but I feel like that one has the most potential to not be underrated, but by the logic we use, yes. And specifically the logic I liked on this, I don't even think I mentioned in the article, is that it's the most underappreciated song from that movie. Yeah. Because everyone remembers, like, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious,
right,
which is a fluff song.
Or Step in Time.
Yeah. Feed the Birds is actually the most pivotal song in the movie because it teaches the children and eventually teaches the father the whole point of the movie. So it's much more important to the plot than any of the other ones.
Well, and really when you think about it, every time I've seen it performed or heard it performed, not on a CD or something, it's been Richard Sherman actually performing it. Now take that to the next level, and I've had lots of conversation with Disney fans who aren't maybe as deep of Disney fans. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got to interview and do this event with Richard Sherman a few years ago. It was probably the best event I've ever done. And they're like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, well, you know, Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, Small World, Mary Poppins, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh, I know that one. And there's not, I don't think, the same awareness of, one, the Sherman Brothers, but two, their extensive body of work. Name the song that they did in the Marvel franchise. Marvel Cinematic Universe, Richard Sherman contributed to.
Is it from Ant-Man?
I'm not going to say.
I think it's
Look
from
it up.
Ant-Man.
I hope I'm right. Roger can nod at me if I'm right. Okay, I'm right. I was like, now that I said it, did I? Yeah, okay, I'm right. But yeah, but I just think even 20 years ago, you'd have a very different discussion about Mary Poppins songs in general versus today, and I think we're seeing kind of a pivot away, and it'll be interesting to see with this new movie coming out if that changes the discussion.
Well, I think that's true. We're quickly becoming the crazy old man telling people to get off our lawns with Disney music. I get that.
Old man yells at cloud.
Yes, but think about in 30, 40 years, there's probably going to be the same kind of discussion with like John Williams. Like, how terrifying is that? Like,
just twist it in there a little bit more, buddy. Thanks.
Oh, it hurts. So what we're saying is educate yourselves. Know who the Sherman Brothers are. Know why they're important. And appreciate the good music.
So Steven's saying, I feel like When She Loved Me is not underappreciated, but I say that from a place of love, not a place of ick, that song.
So I was actually going to bring this up because Cameron was asking me what I thought underrated songs were. I couldn't really think of any. And I was like, I'll get back to you. And then he hands me an unedited version of the article at Disneyland. And he's like, could you just read this? Like, let me know what you think. And I get to that. And I went, oh, you put that on there. And I almost started crying right then and there. I'm a very sensitive person. Surprise. But I do think, especially with the Toy Story franchise, it is underappreciated. And I feel like that's also something you need to consider. Because everybody thinks, like, You've Got a Friend in Me and whatever other
And songs. It's a beautiful song.
It is such a beautiful storytelling song.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost can't watch Toy Story 2 because of it. But I do think it's underappreciated.
Well, I'll say this, and this is the part that really struck me most about it when I was looking into it. I don't know why this threw me for such a loop, but that's a Randy Newman song. Randy Newman wrote that. Think about the other Randy Newman music in Toy Story, which is all of it. Compare, like, it's completely different tonally. It's not. And the reason I say it's underappreciated is because that's not your first thought when you think of Toy Story.
Yeah.
Your first thought, na-na-na, or something of the effect of, that was, I think, Bug's Life.
You've Got a Friend in Me.
Yeah, or You've Got a Friend in Me, or, something other bouncy and whimsical toy.
Yep.
You don't immediately go to that, but think of the emotional impact as soon as you think of it. You're like, oh no, I need to sit down for the rest of the day. Yeah.
Sit down, try not to cry.
Cry a lot.
Yeah, it totally is it. So the next phase of this, I think, will be fun. Is we're thinking about doing one that's a follow-up that will be underappreciated scores. So you can start throwing those at Cameron. Use the hashtag Geeks Corner. Your social media is
at Mr. Cam Jackson. That's MR_CAM as in Mary, JAXN as in Nancy.
While we're talking about social media, we're doing a push on our Instagram for DAPs Magic. So go look for DAPs Magic on Instagram. And we just think it would be fun to get it really big. Yeah. And really part of that is because we've got CHOC Walk coming in 3 months now? 2 months? 2.5, 3 months? Whatever.
Yeah.
August 27th?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Hello, Nana. And so we're doing some fun stuff with that. And we would love to have a ton of people following DAPs Magic and then also Geeks Corner on Instagram, because that is where we will hopefully be showing a very clean-shaven Cameron Jackson at Disneyland walking the CHOC Walk. So talk about how this is going to work, Cameron.
So I will say thank you very, very, very much to everyone who has already donated to
What are you
campaign.
up to already?
I'm at $249.
That's fantastic.
Which is
We're on our way.
Great for a week.
Is that a song? We're on our way? I don't know. Go ahead.
Any biscuits. The goal is for our team goal in general is $5,000, which is a large sum of money. It's larger than the DAPs Magic crew has done before.
Ever.
But I think my beard is pretty valuable, but I think being good for kids is more valuabler. Yep. Mm-hmm. And so I have put forward the challenge that if I personally, not the DAPs Magic team as a whole, though I'm very excited to see where this takes all of us, if I personally on my campaign page can make the $5,000 mark, I will shave off my beard. That is a big sacrifice for me. I'm hiding a lot of chin under here. I haven't been without beard for quite some time, and I really honestly don't want to get rid of it. But I do want to help out the good people at CHOC. They are doing amazing work. We have some friends, actually, I just learned tonight, that have greatly benefited from the work CHOC is doing. So yeah, I'm all on board, and I'm more than willing to make the sacrifice of losing a little bit of facial hair for a little bit of time, to help out. $5,000.
And how long do you have to keep it off?
Until Halloween.
Yep.
Now, here's the real fun part. The quicker you get me to $5,000, the longer I'm stuck without a beard. So
that is correct.
If that's something you like for some reason, get on donating, please.
Yeah. And I think it'd be fun. We're going to start doing this maybe weekly, maybe monthly. I don't know. We'll just recognize the people who've donated to the DAPs Magic CHOC Walk team. So we've got Walking for Cohen, we've got Caitie Rear, we've got Anonymous, we've got Cameron Jackson, Judy Gardner, Brad, Jason Betsekas, I messed up your name probably, Jason again, who gave us the most interesting numbers. And
yes.
Loved it.
And I think I got yours figured out, but I don't know the 633. Roger Rodriguez, Teresa Birmingham, Greg Harvey, Cecily Jackson, Jenny Schneep, Hannah Schuler, and Hannah Schuler. Thank you all for donating and helping us reach the goal of 5,000 and really making a difference as we walk for Cohen.
Or more than 5,000. Let's go more than 5,000.
It would be great if we could double it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing.
Well, 5,000 and then 5,000. Let's do that. Why not?
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be really cool. So that is all the time we have for you this week. Take it away.
Please go to thegeekscorner.com. That's thegeekscorner.com to see all of the crazy episodes we've done. Maybe pick out some really, really good examples for our top 5.
Go to DAPsMagic.com, read our articles there. Go support Veronica. She just started writing her articles, and I'm so proud of her. And go read all the stuff that we do every single day and every single week. We'll appreciate you.
And make sure to find us on Sundays in the parks. We're at Disneyland just about every Sunday. We'd love to meet with you. But as I mentioned before, we are out of time for tonight, so we will see you around the corner.